All right, here we are again. Well, I was wondering why the volume was so low. I forgot I turned it really low for our last stream, so you can't actually hear the intro this time. We're just going to watch it. You can barely hear it. But the mic should be better. I fixed that. That took a while. But yeah, anyway, switched out some audio drivers, changed up some things, and it should be okay now. So let me know if there's still a problem with the mic. Yeah, Mike's way better, Heavy Risk. All right, excellent. Hey, Heavy Risk and B-Sen. Yeah, Heavy Risk says, you're eager to see more riff action. You like it? Not being able to take couplers off really matters. Or it makes you think about stuff. Yeah, it really does. I like it. I think riffs and couplers and hacking, robot hacking really turned out well. I mean, there's still some tweaks to make. We're going to add some more features. Let's get the game volume up. Wow, can change that pretty high now. I'm not sure how that is for you guys. Actually, it's kind of low for me. I wonder. Anyway, I'm using a different headset. It has a much better mic on it, or at least more effective for this, but I'm not using my desktop mic, which might have been a little more crisper in sound, but I also switched my headset, and this headset's kind of low volume. Anyway, it's high enough for me. We'll see how it compares for you guys. Hey, Eternal Mage. Oh yeah, I always warn if there's going to be major spoilers, for sure. I warn even for like medium spoilers. So if you want to duck out for a bit, that'll be fine. Yeah, I normally don't do a whole lot of spoilers in my runs anyway. I tend to avoid a lot of spoiler stuff and skip past it real quick if possible. But for the most part, we'll be hanging around on the main complex. So this run, what are we going to do? I turned off my quick start just so that we could get the intro, really, even though the volume ended up being low. But so this run, we're going to do Combat Riff. Last time, we did like a pretty much 100% Riff run where we used a Riff installer and we did lots of robot hacks all the way to the last floor. It was a really long run. It went really well. There was a lot of fun hacks. This time, mainly in the interest of finishing the stream a little quicker, that run was like over 7 hours. We're gonna go. There's a lot of runs I want to try with Beta 7. One of them is this particular one is I want to do a combat run which is supported by an RIF. So mainly that means NC couplers, using NC couplers to hack non-combat bots for info. Other than that, mainly not using a whole lot of hacking. But we'll see if I can stick to that goal, because honestly the robot hacking is so much fun that I don't know if I'm going to see a whole bunch of useful couplers. I might not be able to leave them behind. We'll see. But this will also it'll be limited by storage for sure. I mean, last run was I went really heavy on the storage, like more storage than I've ever used before, and that's great. But it's not good for a combat run because you end up using all your utility slots for storage. That's good for riffing, bad for combat. So this time I'm going to try and do more combat focus, which also means more weapon slots and more propulsion slots. So that's less utility for attaching stuff anyway. So we're really not going to have a whole lot of room for couplers. So NC and our NC couplers and grunt couplers probably the most commonly used. NC is definitely going to be the most commonly used, and they're just incredibly useful across the board. Grunt, not necessarily, but they are obviously, that's one of the main enemies, so they are high in demand, and they're also one of the more common ones. But I guess we'll have to see in the long term what people are using. So let's get started. Yeah, it's going to be really fun looking at the stats for the next beta, or for this beta, when we get to the next beta. All right, let's see. So propulsion is kind of an issue. I'm really partial to wheels now. They're just so attractive to me. But that also means you're probably going to want to avoid more combat rather than get into it. Anyway, we're going for a hybrid run this time, and hybrid runs tend to fall apart in the late game. So maybe we don't have to worry too much about the details, but we're not going to start with regular wheels in any case. Eternal Mage asked what changed with wheels. Yeah, wheels have changed. They used to be useless, but they're kind of like emergency propulsion only. But now they have their own niche, so they're pretty good if they allow you to do lots of decent coverage with good, okay speed with very few slots. So I like that about them. But I think we're going to go with legs. I'm going to carry treads for backup. Anyway, others in the comments can possibly fill you in more on the wheel meta, but there's pretty much a meta for all forms of propulsion now, which is good. Okay, so we could have used quick start, but I didn't do that because I wanted just to get the intro there. All right, here we go. Oh, so a quick question. I can't tell with my headset set the way it is. How's the game volume compared to the mic? We've only done interface so far, but... All right. Gonna wait for that dude real quick. Okay, oh, some quick mentions as we're starting that I normally talk about when I start the stream is I normally prefer playing in ASCII, but we're going to be... Oh, it sounds good, Nuzcraft? All right, thanks, and B-Sen. So I prefer playing in ASCII, but tiles stream better, so I'm going to use tiles through most of the run. And you can't see the bottom of my interface because I cut the bottom few lines off so that I can stream at a larger size. And I also don't use the mouse. I am using the keyboard only. I will turn on the mouse cursor occasionally to point things out. All right, so we're going to pull back real quick because we've been spotted and take these guys out in this bottleneck here. Oh, we took out his weapon. You can see, if you haven't played much before, he's darker, and his name is grayed because he is now disarmed. We took out his particle gun there. Now he's dead anyway. All right. Oh, here comes more. All right, there's a lot of guys out here. That's one reason I don't like to fire at haulers. Some people really like taking out haulers. I mean, you can get a lot of good stuff. But the drawback is you end up fighting a lot more. There's a nuclear core there, yeah. I was wondering if that nuclear core was still there because I want to pick it up. Okay, well, everyone's gone. There's light assault rifles down there. So we're going to get out of this floor pretty quickly. There's no reason to stay here except to get large storage, which isn't as vital for us now because I'm not doing a riff run. We're doing, okay, that's a dead end. We're doing mostly combat, so I don't think we need to worry about storage quite so much.